What about my fans? I am back with another video, episode 6 of Dealing with Mikadono Sisters is a Breeze. One episode ago, enough time. I will be watching Sakamoto Days parts episodes because I did watch one episode the other day, but I got lazy and didn't review it, so I'm gonna rewatch it and the next one for reviews. That's my plan, at least. It depends on enough time now. I hate being lazy. So, delay this time. Let's get into it. So the episode continues where we left off, with Cassie asking you out on a date. Not knowing that Nico and Miwa were listening in. It's a lot of funny visuals. Because to leave before any more contests is added. As Cassie gives more contests. Obviously she wants to learn how to be more feminine and stuff. When I go on a date, she might learn that. So you agree, suppose to make this the best date ever. Well, make this date an awesome date. Oh shit. No. I know, fucking. Anyway. So after that. Anyway. Next day. Nico confronts you, asking if he's got plans on Sunday. Because you lie, saying he doesn't, but it's pretty obvious he's lying. So yeah. And we learned that Miwa kind of heard the last bit of the conversation, but you make it make the best date ever. So in the bottom is that they actually like each other. That off topic. It's not really misunderstanding technically, but this context is misunderstanding the context, but it's not untrue. I know. Yeah, it deals with the typical rom-com tropes. Especially in this episode, with this whole date thing, showing the typical tropes of a rom-com. And youth teaching in Kosuke how to be more feminine and stuff on a date. Anyway. Can't put that there last night. Mika. So Sunday arrives. Nico and Miwa are watching the bushes, wearing disguises. They go nearby for a store, and they basically pick each other's outfits out so they can make fun of the other. But it backfired on both of them, as they both look good on them. Here's how this author's done any other work. Here's how the author's done any other works prior to this. You know, one shots or make serious manga prior. I'm curious to know about their previous works and curious to see them. You know, see how they started, or make it very successful with their popular series. Like with Bleach, Kubo had Zombie Power, which only had like 4 volumes, so I don't have all the useful. And I did plan to cover the stories before, but I forgot. Sorry. I'm definitely going to see that Aka and Demon Slayer movie, by the way. But I can find this were dubbeds in the world. I don't really care if it's subbed or dubbed or not. So before the real releases come back, I'm gonna plan to binge watch. Actually, yeah. So I'll go to reviews tomorrow. So spent a bit of that, about a few hours watching Demon Slayer's English dub prepare for the release of the movie in other countries. Dubbed as on Netflix. Also spent time playing the game. I watched all of Demon Slayer Season 1 dubbed when it came out. Not when it came out. I think it was like a year after, as the movie came out not too long prior after. Well, the movie was coming out around that time, was already out at that time. But it's a good trait arc of the anime not being out, which I feel is just a filler. I just feel like that arc was made as a filler. Because the Exodus arc wasn't finished yet. So mostly the work wasn't really that much done at the time, so hence why we basically that's the whole point of the Mugen Train arc in the first place. Just trimming it up so they just trim it makes sense now. If that's true, that makes sense why they didn't reanimate anything new. They just added some new scenes, but not that many. It's just basically the film chopped up into episodes, except for the first one, which is the original episode. But yeah. So yeah, just makes the movie pointless. But again, there's probably other potential on like the Sandland series, because the reason the anime series is in the exact same animation from the movie is cheating, and it makes the movie completely pointless. Is that why this hasn't been released on home media or any cinemas outside of Japan? I'm serious now. We have the series and the game, but not the movie. So I get off topic. Right. Anyway, Katsuki arrives looking stunning, like unrecognizable. You gotta love. This is why animation works. You can make a character completely different, so you can't do in live action without a lot of prosthetics and technology and stuff, which is expensive. So doing animation is easier. A little quick, still takes time, but still quicker. Anyway, Kazuki. Anyway, Kazuki likes to call you by his name throughout the episode. So it makes more sense. So Kazuki, here you go. It's mostly comedy, and so some of it's not really that important. This is really hard for Kazuki. And she keeps slipping back into her prince persona. I feel about him. Sorry. So I was trying to go. Oh god, can't believe I did. Jesus Christ. Well, I just heard something. Must be imagining it. I think. Anyway. That's that. Leonardo comedy. It's. I used to take a break to go to the bathroom. Here's a girl. So Kowski's alone. Of course, the town scout ends up trying to scout her. But he doesn't know she's on the cover. She doesn't want him to know about that. So yeah, she tries to find some excuse, but it's not really working. Okay, you shows up just in time. But the situation is kind of getting a little worse as the guy won't stop asking questions. Wasn't the blood, he's got him out here and stuff. It's like something I could totally say. It's a funny visual. It's kind of funny. I like Japanese culture. I don't know why, just some other language I like. Right. After that, so yeah, managed to get the guy off. And he was, yeah, I could talk about it. So quickly run away. With me and Nico seeing the situation. And we decided to go see a movie. And well, you planned ahead. It was a romantic movie. It turns out the movie they're going to be seeing is actually starring in Kazuki Senpai and the acting troupe. Be the troupe of whatever. She'd have to be. She's just like Kazuki. She played a lot of male characters. But left to go acting as female characters. She was afraid to see it because just to see what good she would perform and stuff. And she was a brilliant. Yeah. The film's over. When they find out she wasn't that good of an actress. These just girl characters. But it was her first film playing a female character, so you can forgive that. She probably improved after that. Because sometimes trying to break away from typecasting is tricky. Like, say, when a comedy actor tries to be serious, or vice versa, it's tricky because I can fall flat for a lot of reasons. I mean, yeah, it's tricky, but if you get enough experience doing it, it's fine. It's Hollywood, baby. I regret to mention that. Yeah, I regret to mention that stupid interview with RZ. You know who I'm talking about. Ah, banana spot. There's spots everywhere on my fucking body. Anyway, Mika. Right. He knows that that's going to be bad too. But, you gotta do your best to cheer up. So he takes her to a Ferris wheel. But as a rumor that you end up becoming a couple after going in it. There's all three of the girls embarrassed that you're in it. Well, blush, not embarrassed, but yeah. So yeah, you take her in, but let's be honest, you're kind of afraid of heights. Or at least not bully, but with a Ferris wheel with a glass ball, which actually kind of not a good idea. I think glass balls not exactly a good idea, especially those who are kind of afraid of heights. Like, I don't think glass balls are a great idea in my opinion. Also, of course, I just say it's just my opinion though. I don't really love fan of heights. I'm not kidding, I don't like heights. Like, oof. Sometimes seeing high situations in movies and shows, speaking about how I react to that, I'm fucking terrified. I'll piss myself. Because fucking scary. So, yeah. Lots of questions why he came in here. He had to, help her. Oh, he goes a bit later. There's a good bit of Kazuki's backstory. As she was torn, by her age, she was torn from those kids. One of those kids. She liked to wear shorts because she felt comfortable in them, and she liked having shorter hair. Really. She just always preferred that. She was scouting when she was young, but she became a model, and before eventually being scouted by the theatre troupe at 6 years old. And she found a calling in acting, but eventually acting became something she's not fun for her anymore. As she feels like it just a lot of pressure on her to do good. Like pressure to be perfect. She feels, and people abandon her. There's a serious mental health issues there. That's not good. Trying to be perfect, trying to fit with others so you'll feel for us will make you feel harder. That damages your that really affects your mental health. So it's not a really good mindset. Yeah. Basically he was kind of a failure himself. And he's up feeling up specific words. On her beats. Do good movie and stuff. And it's quite funny. He feels everything but never gives up. Right? Well, he knows he's rejected and stuff. I always make fun of. He never gives up. He's persistent. That's the kind of guy he is. So, what type of talent do you think? I think you suit more as a manager. I think you'll suit more as a manager for some people, like an idol manager or sports manager and stuff. That type of work, that will kind of work actually for him. Actually, he's very persistent and never gives up. The amount of times he fails shows kind of respect. I guess that's why he's written like that in the first place, to help contrast the sisters without purges. So I'm react to that. Sisters. Mikadono sisters. Anyway. So yeah. As well, they come on the first one, I'm pretty happy. With Nico and Miwa wondering what happened in there. As if I was supposed to be here. Guys, as you was gonna cheer on for a movie. Nico, Miwa. Yeah, you kind of helped her in that way. See her picture. Not be afraid to fail. She's gonna give her all that. She's gonna give it her all. And she has to because she's got personal and stuff. we'll prepare a bath for her for later when she gets back. Me and Nico watching this. And as they both notice that, she seems to be back to her old self. She's changed a bit. As Nico gets home, he wants to do it. Since Nico and Miwa got home before him. Well, you're calling him you for the first time. He's supposed to be their manager at supporter as well. So, yeah, like a bit of growth for them. So why are we calling him Yukun? Not Yukun, calling him New Kid. Because we calling him New Kid for quite a bit now. So this is a step up. Because someone on YouTube said he was going to end up with Miwa for a secret she has that we don't know about yet. Even I don't know. I not read the manga. So I do not know the secret myself. And I rather keep it that way, actually. I don't want to be spoiled. I really don't want to be spoiled. Anyway, the episode comes to an end as we get the Kazuki ending again. She's got 2 episodes in a row we got the Kazuki ending. Which I like the idea of. Because these are 3 special endings focused on these characters, but these all of them really playing at the same time. And Chainsaw Man was quite unique for an anime. Because it had 13 different endings for all 13 episodes. Like, what? Oh boy, that's going to be one hell of a video to talk about when I got to review Chainsaw Man. Which I actually should do when I can. As releases in Japan pretty soon, but if I forget to do that, I'll set up for the Western release, hopefully. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content, please thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, the obvious come to chat. I'll see you guys later for episode 7. And, well, take a break for tomorrow, till tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do it this time, I hope. Hopefully. So thank you. I'll see you guys later. Keep Phoenix out.